Hello Capricorn, welcome to your reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, and consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And there is a Three of Cups. That's really beautiful energy. I was a little bit nervous going into your reading today, just because of some of the readings that we've had for you in the past. So this is really, really good. Now we're going to do our Dove and Serpent spread. And as I do this, I also want to say that if there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know in the comments, okay? We're going to finish up here with the path of, wow, that's amazing. We've got all fire. We've got solar energy. We've got fire energy. We've got confidence. We've got light. We've got heat. We've got beauty all over the place here. This is really special. Finishing our Dove and Serpent spread, now we're going to do our mystery card. And for that, we're going to use the Waite-Smith deck. And we're not going to look at this card. We're going to select it randomly. We're going to put it aside. And we are going to look at this at the very end of the reading. All right. So we'll put this little alien on top, set it over there. And hopefully at the end of the reading, that card will tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need. All right. So we've got major, 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 major. We've got some water, good water here, really good water. We've got some fire, a little bit of air, just a little bit of air. And then we've got fire and then all of the major arcana, of course. So we're starting with this 3. And I think that we need to talk about the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Cups at the same time. Because I feel like, to put it simply, your luck is changing. You're really in store for a surge of abundance, of love energy, of celebration, of health, of healing, of affection, of joy, of bliss. It really feels like there is a wave of celebratory energy coming into your life, okay? And I think your luck's changing. I mean, that you may have been kind of hoping for this for a long time, right? Especially with the last readings that we've done for you, you've been through a lot, right? You've had a lot of challenges. We see some of those residual challenges down here that are just reminding us of what those were. But I think those challenges are lessons learned. And I think now you're ready for this influx of love and abundance and joy and bliss and affection and real celebration, right? A real reason to celebrate. Now, this could be anything, anything at all, really. We don't see any court cards, so I can't say specifically that, oh, there's someone coming into your life that is going to fill you with a lot of joy. It could be, okay? We see a 3 of Wands in the position of your relationships. So it could be that you are meeting someone or a group of people or the people that you know already in your life. You're starting to resonate and harmonize with them a little bit more. You know, it's almost like you're really on the same page with someone and things are just easy. Things are flowing back and forth between the two of you or the all of you. And it really is a time for celebration, okay? Now, the luck that we're talking about with this Wheel of Fortune, it's not luck. I don't quite believe in luck. I think your destiny is unfolding. I think that you have done a lot of hard work. You've been through a lot of struggles, a lot of stress. You've overcome a great deal, okay? And now I think you're shifting into that phase of your life where you start to feel rewarded for some of that. You know, you start to really see the gains for your hard work. It's really starting to pay off. I think you're finding more and more reasons to celebrate and to be happy and to focus on the joy and the abundance in your life. Okay. I think it is time for you to feel that love and that affection. And yes, that could be with someone coming into your life. They might be an Aries person. They might be a Pisces person. Maybe you have your eyes on a Pisces, but it's actually going to be an Aries person that comes into your life and brings this joyful experience with them. Okay. It feels to me like there is going to be probably a series of events that really bring you joy. It could all culminate in you, you know, meeting the person of your dreams. I mean, this could be an honest-to-goodness love reading, right? I don't think we've ever done just kind of a pure love reading. But if there is such a thing as a pure love reading, I think this might be it with this Three of Cups. Now, this love could take many forms, okay? This doesn't have to be a romance or relationship reading, okay? So don't tune away just yet. I think we could all do with an influx of this love energy, okay? In whatever form it takes, whatever form you are open to receiving, whatever form of love you are expressing into your life, whatever you're putting out there, you're going to be getting back, okay? So this could be a relationship reading, right? It could be a love interest. It could be you meeting someone that really gives you this joy and blissful feeling, right? This Three of Cups are the butterflies swirling around in your solar plexus, you know, that really make you kind of want to dance, right? I mean, it's a party after all. It's a celebration. So we should dance. We should listen to the music and we should dance. And it's funny that this kind of looks like, well, if you're my age, like a record player or a compact disc or something, you know, kind of looks like a turntable. This is the music. This is your destiny unfolding. And now all of your favorite songs are starting to play on the radio, right? You don't have to wait through the commercials or the bad songs to get to the one you're waiting for, you know. They're all your songs now. So it feels to me like the universe is starting to play your music. And it's all part of this celebration now. And I honestly think that you've perhaps crossed the finish line somewhere here. In the recent past, we see this Six of Wands, okay? This is some fiery energy, and this is telling me that you have indeed overcome a lot in your life. Probably a lot of hardship, a lot of challenges, a lot of really difficult, a lot of fighting, you know? It feels like you've been through the fight of your life, and you've been victorious. You've conquered, right? And now it's time to come home and be welcomed home with open arms and celebrated, okay? And that could indeed, like I said, be with a new love interest. I think you may have your eyes on a Pisces, but you're going to get an Aries. And I think that's going to be okay. So the Six of Wands is you should be very proud of this. Okay, you have turned what was a very difficult situation, probably a Seven of Wands situation where you were the underdog, and the challenges, what you were up against, was basically a Goliath. Very good show on Amazon Prime, by the way. They're not a sponsor, but they could be. And you're just David. You're just one David up against Goliath. But you know what? You managed to do it. You got yourself through and you were victorious. Whatever this was. This could be a work thing. It could be general kind of life obstacles. It could be something in your personal life, private life. But here you are, right? You've made it. And we're really glad that you could be here. And now it's really time to celebrate, okay? And that is basically the reading. There are some other details that we could mention, that I think we should mention. The first is this Ten of Wands down at the bottom here. This is your tendency to kind of run yourself ragged. And like I said at the beginning, there were some little cautions here, little energies that you should be aware of so that we don't fall into any traps while we're celebrating, that we don't dance ourselves right into a hole or something, right? So you do have the tendency to run yourself completely ragged, burning the candle at both ends, not taking care of yourself enough. That's been a theme in some of the past readings for you. We've had the Hermit energy a lot for you, saying, look, you need to kind of go off somewhere yourself and have a self-care day, right? Have a Capricorn spa day or something. Go to a retreat or just kind of go camping, just spend some time alone, just go to a park. Because you do have that tendency to keep going and going and going, and you don't really know when to say, okay, hey, I gotta rest, you know? So I think that either before, during, or after this big celebration. Now, when I say big celebration, I don't know if anyone's throwing you a surprise party, okay? I feel like the universe kind of is, but it's going to be something that you've got to be keen enough to notice and appreciate, right? And we're going to get to that in just a second. But keep your eye out for the 10 of Wands here, and don't let yourself get stretched too thin, okay? This could be taking on too many responsibilities. This could be literally just not getting enough rest or proper nutrition or enough, good exercise, deep breathing, some stretching. Because you get so involved in what you do, you take on so much responsibility because you have this compassionate energy, this very helpful energy that wants to take care of everyone. We need to take care of you, okay? Now, what I was saying with the 7 of Swords and the being keen enough to appreciate and to be aware of this kind of celebration that's building, you've got to look around. You've got to notice the moments in your life that are bringing you joy. You know, those subtle things, the bird outside your window, that sort of thing, right? The subtle ways that the universe is building and building and building this abundance, this love and joy and celebration around you, until I think it comes to a head, it culminates in something. I think it's going to culminate in this solar and emperor energy, okay? And right off the bat, this says maybe someone who has a sun in Aries, okay? A solar Aries person might be coming into your life as part of this 3 of Cups love energy, okay? But we have to beware of our tendency. This is another one of those cautions. There's the tendency here to kind of be a little self-effacing, maybe a little self-deprecating, where we just kind of say, no, that's not for me. I'm being silly. This isn't what it appears to be. You know, it's this humility that I think it borders on self-denial. Okay. I think the universe is essentially bombarding you with this love energy, and it's going to be a bit of a struggle, a bit of a step for you to even tune in to 1 or 2 or 3 of these, because you have such humility. You have this 10 of Wands. You just want to grind and grind and grind. The universe may have to resort to some pretty obvious tactics, some not so subtle ways to say, hey, look at me, right? So you have to be aware of this. You have to be on the lookout for the reasons, right? The signs, the synchronicities, the things to be joyful about. You have to be ready and open to receive love, right? The 7 here is futility. This is someone who is so firm, so resolved, so adamant that nothing is getting in. It sometimes can be someone who's a little bit dense, right? Not that that's you. But this is about trying very hard to get into something. It's just not going to work. There's just no way to get through to that person. There's no way to get in there. We have to avoid this. We don't want to become so dense, right, that we are unable to see all of this abundant love energy in our lives. And this is you understanding that this is for you. You know, the Three of Cups here, the universe that's bringing this to you, maybe through this solar Aries person, right? This is meant for you. This isn't something for you to just witness and observe and spectate something that's just happening maybe to someone else. No, this is you. So you are kind of required to participate, right? And I feel that there's a reluctance in you to participate in your own birthday party, right? Your own surprise party. You'd rather just kind of stay on the side and watch. But no, this is you. You need to be front and center. You need to allow yourself to fully open and receive this. Because I think this is what ultimately you've been wanting and waiting for and kind of hoping for. So we can't deny it when it arrives, right? Now I said something about a Pisces energy. We've got this moon energy at the top of the path here. This card rules Pisces. So I think there might be a Pisces person in your life that you're thinking about, right? Yeah, this is at the top. This is kind of at the top of your mind, kind of like a right off the top of your head. Who are you thinking about? Maybe this Pisces person. I think this Pisces person is probably very mysterious to you. They have this kind of this unknown quality, this mystique about them. But I think that's as far as the attraction goes. Okay. I feel like you're drawn into that mystery of them. The kind of, maybe they're a little bit secretive, or they don't say much. They're very subtle. I feel like that's what you're kind of attracted to here. But let's move over now to the path of the serpent here, because this is where we really start with this light and heat, this passion, this fire energy. The first thing we see is this eon, judgment, rebirth, reawakening, baptism by fire, the doorway to the rest of your life. And this is our general energy. This is what you are preparing yourself for. This is the process that you're going through. Okay. And it feels to me like all of the challenges, all of the difficulties, all of the obstacles, everything that you've overcome in your life was you struggling to get to this doorway. And now we've got the choice maybe of which door to go through, because it feels kind of like this might be a doorway too. But the doorway on this side is very dark. It's got that mystique, right? That's the attraction to this doorway, is that we don't know what's on the other side. Okay? We don't know what's on the other side. Whereas the other doorway, I think, is a combination of this sun. Well, it's interesting. We've got the sun card and we've got the moon card here, right? So I feel like there are these kind of two people, two interests that you might have, two choices. They could be people. They could be romantic interests, love interests. It could be two other choices. But one is solar, one is lunar. Okay? And that's the choice that we have to make. This is a definite decision being made for your future. And I'll be honest with you, it seems like the solar path is the way to go. Just based on the cards we have right there. I mean, that's pretty bold statement right here. But let's not discount the lunar path either. This is the path with mystery. This is the path that might be a little bit dangerous. You know, it's it's kind of cliche, but it's like, you know, the bad boy, bad girl kind of thing that we're attracted to. The mystery that we like, the kind of unknown factor and things. It's uncertain. We don't know anything about this path, right? It's something that we would discover as we go, as we travel that path, as we walk that path. We'll discover more because we're bringing our consciousness into that darkness, and things will slowly be revealed to us. But it's still, every step is a new mystery, right? And that's the allure of it. But that could also be to our own detriment, right? If we don't like what we're discovering. On the other hand, the solar path, we have love and light and warmth. This is something that feels like what you want and what you need, whereas the lunar path feels like it's just kind of what you're attracted to, right? But this feels like it's kind of the better choice. Now, the tarot's not going to tell you what to do. I'm certainly not going to tell you what to do. So we can just talk about the different paths, and you can make your own decision when these opportunities show up, in your life. Whatever path you choose, though, is this portal, this doorway to your future, right? And a definite decision will need to be made if you were to continue making forward progress. Okay. So the solar path has, first of all, this Three of Wands on it. And the Three of Wands is your environment, your relationship, whether this is a person or it's a different career or different, different home, whatever it is. A different creative expression. This is an environment that really resonates with you on that spiritual, moral level. It's like the two of you are on the same page. You've got the same belief system, the same integrity, the same kind of strength of character, right? This is a real stand-up person, place, or thing, okay? There really is a lot of kind of ethical overlap between the two of you. This is somebody, it's almost you're cut from the same cloth kind of thing. So there's no mystery there, right? You know what this person's all about, or it could be a career or whatever. You know what they're all about because they're just like you, right? They have a strong kind of moral compass, a strong ethical center, a firm set of beliefs and principles. They have integrity. They have integrity like you do. Good work ethic. They're strong in character. They're hardworking. We know that. We don't know that about the lunar path. Okay? But again, that's part of the attraction. And this is also a card that talks about boundaries. Now this card here is kind of about no boundaries. This is about the disillusion of boundaries. Right? So this might be the card more of discovery, more of adventure, more of the allure and the mystery and the, you know what I mean, the sense of danger, the dissolving of that safety net. This is the safety net. This is a very strong rope that we're tied to, right? This is very strong, firm boundaries that are clearly defined. So you can see how the paths are, they both have their positive qualities, but they're a little bit different. The next card is this Sun energy. Now this is a happy, successful, beautiful life. This is everything that you want. This is the house, the white picket fence, the 2.5 kids, the car in the garage, barbecues on Sunday, right? I mean, that's at least the kind of American version of it. Whatever it is where you live, this is it. This is the cliched kind of cookie cutter success in life, right? You got the career you want, you've got the family you want, you've got the house that you want. But is it too standardized? Is it too cookie cutter? Okay. You have health, your health is as you expected. There's no surprises. There's no mystery. Here, everything is illumined. Everything is predictable. Everything is daytime, daylight, sunshine. Over here on the lunar path, there's not a lot of light. It's dark, stormy weather. It's uncertain. You don't know if it's midnight or if it's high noon, because it's darkness. It's mystery. Me personally, I like a good storm, but I like my share of sunshine too. So the difficulty is real. The difficulty is real. I think this is kind of the best difficulty you could have. I mean, it's still all centered around what is going to make you happy, right? This is all here for you and your abundance, your joy, your pleasure, your affection. Travel both paths if you can, right? Anyway, Emperor energy to finish off this path here. The Emperor energy, now it could be the Sun in Aries that we're talking about on this solar path, okay? But this is really you, I think, making a firm choice, even if your choice is not to choose, or to choose both. This is the confidence to make your own decisions, not based on what society tells you you should do, or what your parents or your family or anything, your upbringing, your traditions, anything like that. This is you making a decision from the highest, deepest place in you, in your mind, about what is right for you. What is the right path for you? Is it both? Is it neither? Is it one or the other? What is going to bring you the most sense of your own destiny, your own true path, your own true will, and this pure joy and bliss that's being offered to you? Okay. So a definite decision has to be made. At the end of the day, you're going to make it. I don't know what you're going to choose. Again, could be one or the other, could be both, could be neither, right? It's up to you. Let's see what the alien has to say. This card, maybe a Two of Swords. It may be some water energy. It may be maybe a Six of Cups, something like that. Let's take a look. Alien, you can wait patiently over there. If I can get him to stand up. There he goes. No, it's a Two of Wands, the fire energy. This is telling me that you're going to choose one or the other. Okay? This is someone who is staking their claim in this land, in this realm. You are choosing one of these and claiming it for your own. You're claiming this energy. You're claiming this reading. You're planting your flag, right? And you're saying, this is mine. Because you've earned it. You've suffered for it. You deserve it. And it's being offered to you. There's no one in the world that would tell you not to accept something like this when it's being offered to you, right? So I feel, I know there are traditions where you're kind of not supposed to receive anything that's offered, a gift or anything. It creates attachment, you know. But in this case, the choice that you're making could be literally to not choose any of this, to choose your independence, to choose planting the flag right here where you stand and saying this entire universe is mine. Okay. Or it could be you choosing one or the other of these, but the will is there, this fire, the choice has to be made for your future. You're taking on this emperor energy, this emperor persona to make the choice. And this is the emperor now choosing kind of right or left, solar or lunar, right? And it looks like you are choosing one over the other here. But I think at the same time, you are choosing yourself. Even if you go down one of these paths, you're choosing yourself first, right? And that, I think, is what is really being said here. That you have to do what is in your interest. Maybe for a change. Maybe you're not used to that. And maybe that's why the Emperor here is the final card, because look, you need to take on that persona, because for so long you've been in the background. You've been running yourself ragged for others. Now it's time for you to be the one in charge, making the decisions, taking on that Emperor energy, right? We're going to go ahead and take on the extended reading. And if you would like to join me, and I hope you will, just click on the link. That's right there. You'll have access to all of the extendeds, not just for Capricorn, but for all of the zodiac signs. I want to thank you so much for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this is resonating with you. Thank you for letting me read for you. And thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. God, that's cold.